Sunday. It's a little bit cold. I'd say around 41, 42 degrees. I had started a meetup group last night at like 10 o'clock, hoping people would... Actually, I wasn't hoping people would show up. I was kind of curious to see if people would show up. But every Sunday for the next 6 months, I'm going to attempt, as long as I'm in town and nothing's going on, to have coffee from 9 to 10:30 down at the farmer's market. I may change locations depending on what's going on. Maybe if Nashville ever gets snow, I'll have to cancel it, but we'll see what happens there. Yeah, so I'm happy to have started this group just to kind of network and talk to people. I haven't talked to people in a while. It's been COVID related. Also, for the past 2 weeks, I had been quarantined, which sucked because I had COVID. COVID wasn't terrible. But I definitely didn't have energy for the gym, and that's when I know I'm sick. If I don't have energy or any will at all to go to the gym, that's when I know something's not right. Yeah, I'm looking forward to every Sunday and seeing if people show up at all. I did put on there that this is filmed. People will have to be on camera, although it just kind of sits in an angle and just, I'm not in people's face, like, gotta get a close-up shot. There's just this one GoPro that you're viewing this content through right now. I've set a lot of goals for this upcoming year, and I'm excited to see. I know I can accomplish all of them. There goes a train. I don't know if I can do the 10 pull-ups by the end of it. That's what I'm hoping for. Pull-ups have always been a weak point working out, but I've said a lot. I even have some on there that I didn't put on my goal sheet, like saying my 2021 rules every single day. Today's the third day, and I'm going to see if I can remember them. Nobody cares more than yourself. Time is precious. Waste it wisely. Your body is your home. Take out the trash and wipe down the counter. You haven't learned enough. Your view will dictate the outcome. There's 2 more. Creativity will show your soul to the world. There's one more missing. Good morning, I like your shirt. You're welcome. Thank you, appreciate it. Treat strangers as if they're having the worst day of their life. That was great timing for that person to go by. Yeah, those are the 7 rules I'm saying every single morning, out loud, not just in my head. I'm glad that I feel like I've memorized them all. I did spend like 2 days drawing them out on a poster board, so that kind of helps too. Yeah, I've set the path to have a successful 2021 compared to 2020. To go back into 2020 and talk about that a little bit. It started off great. I had a girlfriend, long distance, but we were still making it work because we both worked for the same company and they kind of paid for that travel, and I justified it however I could. But that was great. I had a promotion within a job that I loved. I loved doing this job. I was traveling the country, putting on events. And then I actually found a position where I wouldn't be on the road as much, but could still travel, because I was on the road a lot of the year. So 2020 started off great, and then COVID happened. And you know, when you're in the event industry and people can't get together, it doesn't do you well. It doesn't suit you well at all. And so I've applied for jobs for 6 months. I'd say 6 months out of the last year, I applied for jobs. I had, with different companies, probably 4 interviews. Never in my life have I had that issue. Ever. Absolutely ever. I don't know if I just got lucky. Maybe I knew some of the right people, but if I got an interview, I was fucking hired. Like, it didn't matter. For a lot of very prestigious jobs, too, and fun jobs. Yeah, so it was so weird to get told no so many times. That I used to do door-to-door sales, and I've never gotten told no more than I have throughout COVID. It's nuts. But it is what it is. And now I started a job January 25th as a health coach. I'll be working from home on the phones all day. Just a temp job for 90 days until they decide if they want to keep me or not. I'm not going to love the job, but it is a job, and I'm happy. I'm not better than the job, so I need to constantly remind myself of that. Because I don't have a job, so how can I say I'm better than a certain job? Although I never applied to work at Wendy's, I never applied to dry pizzas or be a janitor or just do the little COVID testing at the front of a sports clip store, you know? So I need to really, this past year has humbled myself, period. So I feel great physically. Not over the past 2 weeks because of COVID. I wasn't in the gym. I ate whatever. I was so disciplined this entire past year that I ate whatever the fuck I wanted over the past 2 weeks. And I don't regret it either. That's the crazy part. I'm talking eating entire cakes. You want to see a gingerbread house? Gone. Man, I went to town. I even bought Totino's pizza rolls, and they were terrible. Awful experience. I gave it a shot though. I was like, I'm gonna eat it. I started doing marijuana again, edibles. Can't tell if I enjoy that or not, compared to just drinking. I don't like smoking, it kills my lungs. I tried. Went on a ton of dates in 2020. Didn't work out, which sucks. I went on some dates with a few that I really thought had a lot of potential, but things were just weird. I wasn't even myself either. I wasn't treating dates the same that I normally would. So I missed out on a couple there, but I don't feel like they were themselves either. I mean, I even had a couple self-admitted, like, you know, it's just a weird, you know, if you don't feel yourself and you don't feel like you can bring anything to the table, you know, maybe try it a different time. So we'll see what happens. 2021, my goal is to not focus on women. I don't have any dating apps regarding to dating currently, January 3rd. I don't feel like, you know, it's a lot of time. You put a lot of time into those things, and then talking to like like 4 people at once trying to keep conversations, and I'm a one person at a time guy, so it's tough to balance more than one at a time. So, well, at some point I'll get it back. I don't know when. Yeah. 2020 was weird, man. I don't know how I haven't lost a ton of money. I was on unemployment, and I did a couple odd jobs here and there, and I've probably only lost just over $1,000. Like, what was in my bank account with COVID and now, I've only lost like $1,200. It's not bad for just living off of a simple means. So it's been a blessing. I've got a lot of great family that have helped with that as well. They always ask, like, do you need money? I'm like, no, I don't. I don't know how, but I don't need money. They always check in. I love them to death. I'm very grateful for them. So I had originally called my Sunday morning group Sip Happens, like shit happens. But then I just checked, and there's a podcast called Sip Happens, so I may change that, because I would like to create a group where I just want to capture conversation. That's it. Just a bunch of strangers meet up, have some coffee, share conversation. And I could turn that into a podcast format that way. I thought about doing one-on-one conversations. I don't know if I really want to do it. I can't motivate that makes sense. If I can't get excited for it, I'm not worried about it. But something about setting up this group felt exciting. So, I don't know, man. We'll try it that way. Gotta find a new name. I had a friend call it Espress Ourself. Like coffee, espresso, espresso hour. I like it. I'd really like to sip happens. But there are 2 ladies. I Googled this 15 minutes ago. So I'll change it. To what? I don't know. Beautiful view out here. It's the first time recording like this, so hopefully it captured some sound. I know you can see my face, and I see the little ticker going. I think that's it for the week. I don't have much planned, but I'll figure it out. Just workouts, get back in the groove.